Happy Monday. Thanks for joining Thoughts from a Dizzy Dude. I'm your host, Adam Tilted. And today's Monday, December 3rd, 2018. I need to apologize in advance because I got a couple of issues happening today. First, I've got a cold or allergies or something, so my voice is kind of going. And I've also got the sniffles, so I apologize for that. I'm going to try to make this quick, so I don't subject you to too much of that torture. Also, the guys just showed up to cut my yard, so there may be some background noise. Sorry about that. Remember, you can join the show live Mondays through Fridays between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Central Time. Turn on notifications because those times do vary. All right, well, we've got a lot happening today. A lot of space news to catch up with. But first, I want to point out that today is International Day for People with Disabilities. So this is the best purple I have. You're supposed to wear purple to show your support for people with disabilities. Not a great purple, but it's the best I could do. In case you don't know, I have several disabilities. I have HIV. I have chronic mental illnesses, chronic vertigo, and I've had chronic migraines, although I think those have gone away. People who have disabilities it's not always obvious that they have them. So the best advice I can give you is don't make assumptions about what people can or cannot do based on how you see them, because people will surprise you. All right, with that, let's get to some space news. First, the topic for today is about the OSIRIS-Rex arrival at Bennu. So that's what we're going to talk about mostly. But I did want to point out that people are on their way to the International Space Station again. Yay! If you remember back in October, there was a failed launch attempt. They had to abort. And they haven't been able to launch any people since then. There have been some cargo missions. But this morning, they did launch successfully, and they are on their way. In fact, in probably about within the next 30 minutes, they will be docking with the space station. So you can go to nasa.gov or NASA's YouTube channel, and I think they're going to be covering that. There also is up there right now. They are right now doing a coverage of the arrival at Bennu, which brings us to OSIRIS-Rex. This behind me is an artist rendition from NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center of OSIRIS-Rex, which has been on a mission. It launched in 2016. Last year, around this time, it got a gravity assist from the Earth, passed very close, and made its way out beyond the Earth's gravity well and towards the asteroid belt, where Bennu is. Bennu is a small asteroid that is left over from the formation of the solar system. The OSIRIS-Rex mission is a very ambitious mission to collect samples from the asteroid and return them to Earth. This is obviously an artist rendition, but does that mean it's fake? No, it doesn't mean it's fake. This is actually going to happen, but we don't have a camera there. So this is an artist rendition of how OSIRIS-Rex will be collecting the sample, which is going to be fascinating. Now, this part of the mission where it's actually collecting the sample is not going to happen for about another, I think, a year and a half at least. 2020, I think, is when they have the date set. So right now it is approaching the asteroid. It's been firing its thrusters to match the speed of Bennu so it can get into an orbit around this tiny world. This will be the smallest object orbited by a man-made craft or a human-made craft. So that's exciting. The way it's going to capture the sample, I think, is fascinating. It's going to come down here right above the surface, and then it's going to blast out this burst of of compressed gas. It's going to blow all this dust and small rocks and stuff up off of the surface of the asteroid back towards the spacecraft. And there's a filter that will collect the stuff that's blown off the asteroid and allow the gas to escape out into space, and the sample will be stored and then returned to Earth. This is going to teach us a lot about what the formation of the solar system was like, because most of the evidence that we have here on Earth has been changed by plate tectonics over billions of years. But this asteroid, we believe, has been relatively unchanged. So there are some interesting questions to ask, and that we probably don't even know the questions we're going to ask when we get there. So keep an eye out for that. Don't forget about the ISS today. We'll check on that tomorrow. Maybe they'll have the video available so we can check out that docking of the space station. Is always really cool. Have a great day, and there's still a lot going on this week, so make sure you turn on notifications and join me for the live shows. Happy Monday, and have a great week.
Bye.